here with Cupfullpodcast. My name is Terrence Latham. We like to shout out our sponsors with Gritty Garments. As you can see on the screen, we got GrittyGrit.com to check out some of their pieces. Some really dope fashion. Let my man's introduce himself as well.
My name Tev. Like Terrence said, we appreciate Trav and Kenny sponsoring us with their garments. Um, y'all be sure to check them out. It's the website right there, grittygrit.com.
Yep.
Beautiful,
Yep.
beautiful.
All right, my name Dave, and we're gonna go on and get into it. Shout out to the sponsors, also Gritty Grit.
So here we are with Cup Full Podcast. It's kind of an introduction. We're a new podcast, so we hope we can keep y'all attention. We really want to focus on talking about. We're gonna talk about various subjects, but I think one of the key subjects that we want to focus on in this first segment, in this first couple episodes, we're gonna talk about business. Um, again, my name is Terrence Latham. I've been a business owner since I was 18 years old. I'm 42 now. So I've owned multiple companies, did quite a few things, sold some businesses, built and sold businesses from scratch. So we got Mr. Battle here. He's a business owner currently. Um, you know, been in the game for a couple years. So we're gonna kind of unpack and have some conversations because I'm seasoned. He got a little seasoning to him now. We feel like we can bring something to the table. We also got Dave in the back. He gonna give us a little B-roll. Dave is a business owner. He been around in the game for quite a few years too, and I think we all kind of bounced ideas off of one another and like what we was doing and how to do. So we just want to share, and hopefully we can inspire some people, and maybe we'll get to a point where you guys can ask some questions, and we can answer some questions. So we just want here for the people, try to share some knowledge. I hope it everything goes well. What you got for me?
Yeah. So piggyback off of Terrence, I been detailing March made 10 years. Um, basically, I got into detailing. I still work a 9 to 5. I'm at the shipyard in Newport News as well. I got into detailing the actual business part when I got laid off from the shipyard. My mom, um, my mom actually got me into stepping out on faith, basically, and doing the business because I had been detailing, well, car washing when I was a teenager. And she seen my passion for it then. And then when I got laid off from the yard, she was like, you used to do cars, you used to have guys pull up to the house or whatever like that. Um, all the time, and I seen your passion, and she was like, "Why don't you start a business?" She was like, "Why don't you do a detailing business?" I'm like, "Man, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna, you know, take that serious. Not here in Virginia. I was like, I ain't gonna make no money like that." I was like, I'm laid off. I just got my tax money. I don't know when I'm gonna find another job. I was like, she was like, all right, bet. She said, how about this? She like, this way you can't. This is basically me telling you can't fail either way. She like, I'm telling you, step out on faith. And then she told me, she was like, invest in a van and everything like that. She said, if the business don't succeed within the first year, whatever money you spent on the van and your equipment, I give you the money back.
Hmm.
I couldn't lose.
Nah, you can't lose like that, dog.
I couldn't lose with that. And I mean, for the most part, it's kept food on the table.
Okay. You said 10 years in the game?
10 years. March made 10 years.
Okay. You said something interesting, man. You used the word, you was a car washer, not a detailer. I need you to unpack that for me.
Hmm So, um, basically elaborate on that. Um, car washing can consist of somebody just spraying your car down, putting some soap up there, not really paying attention to all the areas, not cleaning behind the rims and stuff like that. Um, basically, detailing is paying attention to detail. We take pride and we clean stuff that most of the time the clients don't even realize that's in their car. Like certain compartments, we'll pull certain compartments out in the vehicle. Like, oh, I ain't even know this right. They ain't know it was that dirty. And I have to explain that to clients often, like because they will inquire about getting the vehicle done, and I give them a price. They be like, for a car wash? I was like, nah, a car wash may take daggone 30, 45 minutes of detail. You might be out there for 3 hours.
hmm
Yeah.
Correct.
Definitely.
So basically, you saying because you have to watch the car to get to the detail part,
Right.
but you saying that to be a detailer, you gotta pay attention to detail.
Absolutely.
You gotta do it the right way.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We
Okay. Good stuff.
cleaning I give the folks the game. We cleaning the rear view mirror in the vehicle that most people don't pay no attention to. We cleaning where you put the seatbelt at, where it say press at. We steam clean that. That might be dirty.
Okay.
Air vents. You ain't getting that with car washing.
You was a little bit more of a detailer than me. Steam cleaner, the little press button. That's crazy work there, bro. I think you need to go up on your prices, man. I don't know if I
Don't
ever
don't don't
did that.
don't let the folks hear you say that. They already complaining.
I mean, you setting the bar high for everybody. You know what I mean?
I take pride in it, man.
Cleaning that press button is crazy, man. You know what I mean? So I love it though, man. I love it. So 10 years in the business, I'm sure you've seen uh, quite a few ups and downs, quite a few different seasons. Um, share. I think in the beginning you said, and just correct me if I'm wrong. You said that mom kind of was like push you to open a business, right? Did you ever see yourself owning a business? Was it ever a thought prior to that? Or just was this like, all right, let me just jump. Like, help unpack that a little bit for me.
Never. I didn't see myself owning a business at all, especially not a small successful business. Um, I just was more so. I always worked. I always hustled. Like, and always been legal, of course. But it's just always been a blue collar guy. Like I've been working for forever. Like
Okay,
I got a lazy bone in my body. Just never expected to run a business
okay,
at all.
okay. How's that going for you?
Mm. Uh, it got its pros and cons. Now that I'm getting a little older,
What's a little older?
35.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
We need to put some, you know
mid
what I mean?
mid
Yeah,
mid mid 30s, man. Just it's supposed to. I'd say it's when you get older, it's supposed to come with more wisdom. Some people don't grow up, but I realize the importance of everything now, and that's time. And I'm missing a lot of time with my children. My oldest son, he 13. Like I said, I've been in business for 10 years, so daggone most of his childhood, he's a teenager now. I've been working, and I missed out a lot of time with him. And now I got two toddlers, and I'm like, man, I wanna try to get some of that. I can't get that time back with him, but I want to start spending more time with him now because he getting to the age where he like, man, I ain't trying to hang with you. And then I got my two toddlers. I'm trying to correct everything that I did wrong with him as far as time and just balancing that because again, I work a 9 to 5 as well. So when I go in from I wake up at 4:30. Gotta be clocked in either 5 or 6 in the morning. I get off at 2. As soon as I get off at 2, I don't even most times I don't even go home. I'm hopping in the van, going to an appointment. I don't get home sometimes 9, 10 p.m.
Mm.
Time gone.
I already know what you mean.
Time is gone, and by that time, kids want to play, or my son, he want to show me football reels, show me stuff on Instagram, and I feel bad because I'm like, man, all right, I see, give me a minute, let me daggone reset. I had to take a shower and everything like that. By the time you know it, I'm ready setting up for the next day. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
So that's a good point, man. Right? So work-life balance, man. That's a big deal, right?
Absolutely.
So you mentioned that you kind of missed your son life. Um, I, I, I we kind of share some of that. As I was building my companies, my children they was kids, and so as I was building, you can't be in one place more than once. I mean, in the same place,
At the same time.
yeah, you know what I mean.
At the
So,
time.
it does take. So my question now to you is, what are you doing different now that you didn't do before? Like, what are you doing to get your time back?
I had to learn how to the clients that appreciate the work, the quality of the work, they gonna stay no matter what. And even if they
Okay.
go and get their car done by somebody else, that's business and my personal life. I had to learn how to say no, or more so like just like sometimes I just can't get them. I was overworking myself, like the workload. Every time somebody called and inquire about a detail, I'm overbooking. I'm like, yeah, I got you, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I ain't want to turn no money down. I'm thinking about the next move and what I got to pay for and all that like that. I was chasing the money.
Okay. So what you doing that different now?
I for the most part I've created a little bit of residual now. I got my set clients. That's how we when we had spoke on that. Like I have my clients to where they pay me every month at the beginning of the month. I lock in with them. They pick out. I'll tell them my schedule based off them days what's convenient for them, and they pick out of that either it's weekly or bi-weekly like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Here goes the question that we all want to know.
hmm
I think everybody is interested in this answer. Well, why are you still at work?
Mm. I ain't do what my mama told me to do 10 years ago
Okay, what's
with the
that?
business. Step out on faith. I daggone benefits and just and then they're like, man, I make good money doing it on the side, I guess, but I don't know how it's gonna be. Like this is gonna be this is gonna be my bread and butter here. Like I'm gonna quit this job, and then for me personally, I can't speak for everybody else, their story or whatever. But in the wintertime, from fall and winter, it's still consistent, but it slows down. The peak season for detailing, where people inquire the most, like new clients,
Mm-hmm.
they're going is from March all the way to about middle or early September.
Okay.
And honestly, just to be completely transparent, I had to learn money management too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, Another question: is your business model working?
I would say yes. Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Elaborate on business model. What do you mean? Like,
So, I think your goal is to get your time back, right?
hmm
And we know we can't double our time. Like you can't stop time, you can't slow it down. It's gonna be there, right?
right.
So you have a full time job and you also have a business, right?
hmm
Um, is the goal to work yourself out of work, or is your goal to slow down the business? Like, where are you gonna buy your time back? Like, what's your goal with that?
Mm,
Or is that something you've kind of put in place, or not yet?
I've thought about slowing the business. I even thought about giving up the business, but it's
Okay.
at the same time, like, man, I done worked too daggone hard. Like, I literally built this from the ground up. So I thought about having some humble, motivated young teenagers that gonna train them that might have their license or whatever to see if they be interested in doing it. Just to also help me with that too. But
What has working a job and having your own business, how has that affected your personal life?
oh man. I'm talking about fair relationships and everything, boss. Everything to where it's again, women they need that time and they need that
Yes,
attention
sir.
as well.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's like, dang, all you care about is work. I'm paying, making sure you
Bill,
good.
you want these
Yeah,
bills
yeah, you
paid?
want the
Like, what
bills
we
paid, the
doing?
bills paid, but you like, all right, that's cool and all, but damn, can I get one day out of the week at least? Can we go on one date? Like at least once, like
But the bills got to be paid, right?
bills got to be paid, but women big on emotion and attention.
Okay. So how you feel about that? Is that
Mm.
like, I mean, we talk to me. How do you feel? You got a woman, she needs your time. You got to pay these bills. You got to work. Things got to get done. So where you at on that
Um,
spectrum?
Back then I didn't understand it because it's like, man, you good. You pretty much don't want for nothing. But then looking at it, like actually, I was hearing it, but I wasn't listening. So now, more so like just to be transparent about that, I'm like, dang, like I get it, I get it all the way. You gotta have a balance. I never had a balance
Okay.
because again, I could have plenty of times I could have not overworked myself and just again stepped out on faith and realized like I ain't never went without or lost nothing. God always provided. on the spiritual level, but I could have did something different with balancing time. Spent time with the people in the past that for a certain amount of time where they was asking one female I dated, she only asked for literally one day out of the week. She understood. She like, one day, just take me
Could
out.
you could you give her that?
I could have, but that was when the business first started, and it was just like I was in awe. I was shocked that it was actually booming the way it was, like, so, and the money was getting good, and the economy was better. You couldn't tell me nothing.
What year you started?
I started, was this 26? So, I started in 16.
Okay. 10 years strong, man. Dave, when you start?
We were born about the same time. 2000.
2016.
My daughter was born at 17. Nah, I had to start a little bit, about 15, 14.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think you started a little bit before me.
I quit my job at like 2017,
Okay. So 3 years.
and I worked for myself for like 5 years.
Okay. Okay. So took you 2 or 3 years to quit.
I was building it up. Yeah.
Right. What made you quit?
Oh man, when I was detailing on the weekend, at the time the job I was working at, it won't that much money like talking about. So when I worked a Saturday and Sunday, I made $1,000. I was like, man, I don't need to be here Monday through Friday. And the phone was ringing at work. I'm walking back and forth. My manager knew what was going on. He was like, man, I already know you ain't gonna be here for long. But I ended up getting a contract there too to do their trucks when
What
I
was you
ended up
doing?
leaving. With the job,
Yeah.
I was working at a company called LifeNet,
Okay.
doing human tissue.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
It
checking
was after FedEx, right?
Yeah, that was out the FedEx.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and bro, once I made $1,000 in 2 days, I was like, bro, and that's the only reason I left. I didn't want to quit because I'm not passionate about detailing.
Right.
But I said, dang, bro, I gotta get to the money. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I wasn't passionate about detailing. Then when they had the 7 cities contest, about
I was about to bring that up. Shoot.
I wasn't even gonna go that night.
Yeah, but that brought even more exposure for me and him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we
go.
hearing our name, our business name on the radio. That's when
I
everybody
said- I
was
said-
listening to 103.
Remember that?
Bro, I said to myself, I said, I'm not gonna win that. I ain't been in business that long to go to that. I wasn't gonna go that night. And I think my daughter was like, my daughter was newborn.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up going. I went by myself. I ain't tell no family or nothing.
Right. And one.
And won.
I don't want to go too far off this subject real
Yeah,
quick.
but
Because my true question is, so after you built your business and it was time for you to make a decision, right? How did that go? Like you got this business, you've built it, you making money, you facing the same dilemma. Man, it's gonna be winter, it's gonna be summer, like ain't nothing guaranteed out here. Like how do we get from having a job, working, and yeah, I made $1,000 because that one day don't make or break you. Like how do you quit knowing that
so
ain't nothing guaranteed?
I went in heavy. Like, not heavy, but, I had got the van wrapped. Then I had made sure I had uniforms on showing up. But I already was lining clients because I was doing jobs after I got out of work.
Right.
So I lined the clients up. So I said, man, I'm about to quit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making this like I said, it opened my eyes once I made $1,000 on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I said, look, I stacked some money up so I had a safety net. I think that's like the biggest
Okay.
part. So I had a safety net. I'm like, all right, put this in the bank.
How much was the safety net? Just roughly.
I think I had put 5,000 up.
Okay,
right?
good.
But then you got to keep in mind, I had a 401k too.
Okay.
So I cashed the 401k out.
Okay.
I put that in the account too.
Okay, good.
So I'm like, all right, I got a safety net in
Okay.
case something breaks.
Absolutely.
Or whatever I got to
You could work with a peace of mind.
So the 6 years, 5 years went great. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. We ain't gonna talk about the end yet.
Yeah.
All right. So that's good. So my question is, why you still at work?
The economy now. Back then, I ain't had no excuse.
Okay. Talk to me.
Just I think it's more so of a thing with me with procrastination too. Like I didn't use all my resources I got an LLC, but I just got an LLC because I knew that made it look legit to people. I never knew what the benefits of having an LLC. Like I could have got used on the LLC for different stuff. I could have got it, put a van under my LLC, my vehicle, anything. I learned that later on, probably about 2 years ago.
Okay. You think it's too late?
No, but I suck with. I'm a huge procrastinator.
Okay.
And honestly, I move in fear sometimes with that type of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to fail. Nobody
Okay.
do, but I know that's what, as a business owner now. That's you're a risk taker, so
Okay. Okay, that's good. So, are you a risk taker?
to an extent.
There we go. I like that. So that's a conversation I want to have, right?
Right.
So most people use their words and I want to be a business owner. I want to own a business. I don't want to work for nobody, right? And I want to do my own thing. I mean, you are a business owner at this point, right?
Right.
You have a full-time job. You've ran your own detailing business for 10 years, right? So I don't think people really understand the impact it has on family, number one, your own life, because where's your life at? If you working 6 and 7 days a week, you know what I mean? You working 14, 15-hour shifts, like where's your quality of life? So the true question in that is, are you failing or are you succeeding, right? And that's not a question you can answer that I'm asking you to answer now, but I think that we have to I got to a place the same way Dave got to a place like that. It was like, man, like, is this business model working or is it not? You know what I mean? Because the whole point in us opening our own business is to get our time, to make more money, right? So freedom and finances is the main two reasons why we start. Now, mine was a little bit more. I wanted some legacy involved as well. I want to do what I want to do. I don't want nobody to tell me what to do. So, you know what I mean? So, but I am a risk taker. So everybody wants to own a business. Nobody understands. Like you said, when you get an LLC, it creates a tax bill.
Right.
And if you don't do your books right and you don't understand how to do that stuff, it'll put you in a hole. So where you think correct. So now you thinking, I'm a business owner, and then you go do them taxes and you don't know, or you don't do your taxes because you don't know what to do.
Right.
And then your taxes 5 years old. You ain't did your taxes. Then when you go do them, you owe $200,000. You go to jail for 30 years. You come home and you do a podcast about, I just got home from the 30 years because I wanted to be a business owner, right? This is stuff we're not talking about, right? Everybody, nobody is talking about the long nights. You just getting off work. You work. What time you go to work this morning?
5.
And then you drop your van off at what time to come here tonight to join us?
7:45.
PM.
Yeah.
So AM, PM, but I want to be a business owner, right? Everybody do you want to work, what's that, a 13, 14-hour shift? You know what I mean? So there are so many variables there. You know what I mean? There are so many things that I don't think we all understand. And there's things that you definitely didn't understand when your mom was like, you should start your own business.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, some people just looking for a hustle, right?
Yeah.
If you're looking for a hustle, go do your hustle. Go get you a little van. Don't open up no LLC. Don't even post it. You posting your little LLC online. I'm about to.
Yep.
Bro, you just created a bill. You know what I mean? I'm not posting no LLC.
I see it often.
You know what I mean? Because we don't understand the weight that come with the assignment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like Dave was kind of talking about that earlier, how everybody is talking about, I want to work for myself. I want to be, when I started my business, I was like one of my only peers. I started in 2003. So being a business owner wasn't trending.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as I grew, I was a hard worker like you. I ain't filed my first 5-6 years of taxes. Like, I can go in, you know what I mean, about some of the stuff, illegal stuff. I ain't even have a business license at first, you know what I mean? Like, I was out there grinding, and I ain't know my numbers. I ain't understand business. It took me years, 10 years, and getting married to finally, break the barrier of, being a true business owner. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think people really understands like being a business owner ain't just you wake up, you get a van, you start detailing, and now no, bro. You gotta build a business. You gotta make decisions. You raising children. You 35 years old.
Sacrifices.
Come on, you know what I mean?
Sacrifices.
So I just like I'm glad that Dave wanted to have this conversation and
Absolutely.
want us to talk about it, and you're a perfect fit for us to have the conversation because I'm 42 years old, divorced. I built this major empire, all this money, bro. Like I did amazing. And 2 years ago, I went through a divorce. I lost everything I had, everything I worked for. And my kids hated me. You was never there. You weren't there. So I go through a season of I worked my butt off. I'm talking about sun, cold, 12 days a week, you know what I mean? 36-hour days,
Yeah.
like killing myself to get to a point where I lose everything that I work for and my family hate me. Like nobody is having the conversation. It's a normal thing. You understand what I'm saying? You just unpack that you built the business and you're 35 years old and how many relationships have you lost because you couldn't give a day? Because you couldn't give two. You know what I mean? Do you really want to be a business owner? Dave, like, you know what I mean? Like you like I said we want to talk about your story, getting to the end. Like it wasn't really a passion of yours. It wasn't something you did it to make some extra money.
You were making more money than what I was making.
Correct. And then it turned into, but because it wasn't a passion or a love, we get down the road. We 7 years in. You kind of know where we at. Talk to me.
How about now?
Yeah, I'm saying like go back to that season. So we in year 7. You know what I mean? The business is booming. You took off. Y'all both took off. So y'all you making money.
Everything was good. I just think I wanted to do something else.
Okay.
So I was like, bro, this ain't what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up 2 years ago. I went to go get a CDL. So my goal was to get a semi. You know what I'm saying? But now talking to people with that game, you know what I'm saying? But I know everybody experience different. Everybody doing business. But right now, I'm kind of like on the fence, like, all right, I'm chilling. But what I realized, me being away from detailing, it just like I was spending more time. Even though I had 2 surgeries last year, I got to spend more time to go to people's birthday parties. I went to my homeboy baby shower. I was like, dang, I was missing out on a lot of stuff. Running my business for the 6 years, I'm like, bro, I'm missing out on stuff. You know how you tell somebody, bro, I can't come. And I ain't know how that was affecting a lot of people, but they didn't understand the whole time. Like, bro, I'm trying to build this business. I'm building a business. And that building a business take a lot of time away from people, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So I realized that on that downtime I had, I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing more, going around my mother and my grandma and stuff like that. Just, it's a lot of time, bro.
Okay.
In that 5 years of building that business, I missed a lot of time doing stuff. Yeah. And I was in the hospital twice detailing. I was chasing the money. Remember, I was dehydrated.
I remember. Yeah. So, I mean, we talking about the real life of a business owner, right? So we all kind of sharing, and this is just a small portion because I'm sure you got story after story, story after story. Yeah. So we grow in these businesses and we build. I get to a point where I lose, and then you get to a point where you kind of just fed up and like, let me move on to something different. You kind of at a crossroads, like, bro, I'm working. I need more time. I can't really. I don't know if I really want to quit. You know what I mean? Because your security is in your job. Like, so what people also don't understand, 2 things I think we need to talk about is true passion, right? And focus on what you want to do. Like, what would you do, you know what I mean, if you could do it for free? You know what I mean? And is that something that you would pursue, right? And what is that? Do you know what that is? I know what that is for me. What would you do for absolutely free and don't get paid and be completely satisfied every day? If you don't know, you don't know.
I don't think I know.
I say detailing.
Really? So you saying
I don't like detailing.
You can detail it for free. You can detail cars for free. Every day you can go out in the sun. So you enjoy working in the sun, cleaning people's cars, the cold. You enjoy that
Oh,
that
never mind.
much.
Never mind. Yeah. Once you elaborated, never mind. Not for the
You
free.
forgot.
For my own personal vehicles, absolutely, but no, not for everybody. That's a lot. That workload of the hot and the heat, the cold, your daggone hands freezing. You got to go sit in the van or
Yo, nobody, bro.
put your hand in the bucket. Gosh
You
almighty.
start the van up, leave the location, you breathing in all that exhaust from the generator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the chemical you burn, you bite your nails and you use the acid,
Yeah.
and the acid burning your fingers.
Yep.
Bro, come
Take
on,
a
bro.
shower later on.
All that, bro. Don't know about my hands. I remember I spilled acid on my foot and my shoe, and my foot was swollen for like a week, man. Like it burned my foot. I went to the hospital. I can go in, man.
Yeah.
So, I like really family. Like we talking about family life. We talking about business owner. Everybody want to be a business owner. Everybody. Now we got to talk about this, right? You got this new business. You went and bought your little van, a little pressure washer, a little tank. Now how you gonna get a customer? You know what I'm saying? Like where do you get a customer? How do you get a customer? How do you build a business? You know what I mean? And do you know anything? Have you studied being a business owner? You know what I mean? Have you did any work? Most of us start from scratch. So with 3 business owners sitting here from where you at, like I'm a new business owner and I'm asking you, I want to start my own business. Give me some advice.
Nowadays, social media, use it for drama. You gonna do it, use it for business. Constantly promote yourself.
Okay.
For over here on this side of the water, you across the water, right?
Yeah.
Like Hampton, Newport News area, daggone. I know them guys that be out like near like on Mercury, like the Sears area right there and stuff. You know, just to get your name out there, you can go out there. And post up because I think it's free. They don't really bother them guys out there, security and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. Like you gotta constantly promote yourself on social media.
Okay.
Use that to your advantage. Just try to stay professional. If that's another thing. Like with my my Instagram, I never created a business page and a personal page. So my advice to a new business owner. Create a business and personal page, especially if you're going to have stuff up there like explicit content, like if you're going to be drinking, whatever like that, because you want to attract certain type of clients. They go on your page, you got a car here, then the next post, you drinking Don Julio, you smoking a blunt. Yeah. You're like, oh, nah, I'm good on that. I don't know what he on, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might come over here to my neighborhood. They might stay out there, out Wellington Estate, somewhere like that. They're like, oh, no, we good. We don't need the marijuana smoke out here. Pulling up.
Come on. We don't need the N-words out here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. Dave?
I think you got to really, because there's a lot of scamming going on now with people not doing the correct job. So you got to run the ads before and after pictures. And people not using social media to the advantage. Like you got Facebook, you run ads, you can run an ad for like $10.
Okay.
And then reach the whole, your potential customer. People think, all right, I got 1,000 friends on Facebook, I'm going to just share the post everything. But a lot of times your friends ain't your potential customer.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So you gotta kind of like branch out of that.
And see, you just taught me something because I ain't know that.
What?
That I could pay $10 and like
bro,
that.
I was doing that back in the day.
I ain't even know that.
Yeah.
It had a call now button.
Yeah.
I put a before and after picture. They'll be calling.
I did not know that, bro.
Okay.
You could do it for $5, and it could show the area how big you want to cover if you want to do Newport News or Hampton.
It do that.
Yeah. I was using that when I first got started.
Dang.
I do that when with my parties. I do that because I host parties. So yeah.
So
Dang.
you just gotta bro. Like I said, man, when I first started. I started with a $500 van, a pressure washer from Home Depot.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, they ain't got Craigslist no more like that. I bought the van from a guy off Craigslist. Met him at a bar. He was at a bar.
Okay.
He had a tight on his hand, $500. I went to Home Depot, bought a used pressure washer.
Yes,
got
sir.
a tank. You know what I'm saying? Started rolling after that. That was the first van. Got it in.
No generator.
I got a used generator off of dude went to jail.
Okay.
You know, his dad sold all his equipment. And got a brand new generator for like $100. I was on Craigslist heavy. That was on Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist was
offer
go,
up,
man. That was the
Facebook
best.
Marketplace to do
I was on that
Craig.
heavy.
You hear me?
Yeah,
I love Facebook Marketplace, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, another thing too, though.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, bro, you sharing.
Make sure your dad you starting a business. You want to make sure your integrity there, your work ethic there. It's also I spoke on social media proving yourself, but word of mouth is another thing too. Because I don't have no logo, no nothing on the van, and just people by recommending me from good work and integrity, and I hold myself accountable. Like you got to hold yourself accountable. Like a lot of businesses, especially black businesses, they'll be late, whatever the case may be. They don't offer nothing. Like if I'm late, if it's on me, then I'll take some monies off. I'll offer another add on to the service, whatever the case may be. Yeah, a lot of us, they'll sit there and they'll schedule an appointment with somebody. It might be 6 o'clock. They might not get them to them until about 8:30, and then they still charging them regular price, or then they rushing through the job, and then it just always be something extra, and then it's always us talking about, man, y'all never want to support black businesses. That be why. Like it be terrible, man.
I think how you respond to customers too. Like
Absolutely.
Like you might be a couple of months or a year later, you're like, dang, I shouldn't have responded back that way. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I'm
think-
professional.
Yeah.
And big accountability is a big thing with running a business. If you're wrong, own up to it and try to. The customer, just like if at Chick-fil-A or anywhere else, the customer for the most part is always right.
I remember, I can't remember if it was you or Jeff. One of y'all told me, y'all said, the hardest car to clean is a clean car. Oh, my God. And I was like,
that make the most sense.
I'm like, damn.
Bro.
It made sense because.
Don't bring me no clean car, dog.
Bro, a clean car is the hardest. They see the lowest crumb, like, hey.
Absolutely.
Because you get in the car, you like, bro, I'm about to put some air here, spray some air freshener. And they come back and be like, oh, like we cleaned it. So I'll train my guys, bro. The cleanest car is the hardest car in America to do. Now at Enterprise, the cleanest car, I run through them James. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about 20 minutes. My guys be like, how you finish that car that fast? I'm like, bro, ain't nobody been in the back seat. Like I put that blower in there, that vacuum. And I'm done. You know what I mean?
Tornado do damage, don't it?
Listen, tornador.com. That's what I do. You hear me? So so I'm back detailing. You know what I mean? And then I was kind of sharing this with Dave, but it's a numbers thing for me. It's all like I'm very particular about numbers. You know what I mean? But hold on, I need to go back to something. How did you when you walked in here? You said I knew you from your what?
From off Instagram.
And what did you say about my Instagram about my business?
Planes.
Right. Not only that, but you told me about my logo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said I remember your logo.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You gotta time out.
The orange logo.
Come on, man. You gotta have a logo. Yeah. You remember that logo was created. You know what I mean? 20 years ago, and that's something that people still look at me and be like. Matter of fact, I was in the Uber with a guy. A couple days ago, I was Ubering on Friday, like Saturday, and the dude was like, man, you look so familiar to me, man. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't really see him here, Uber driver. And he was like, what do you do for a living? I said, man, I have a detailing business now. I said, I had one back in the days and whatever. And he was like, oh, I'm in the car business. And he was like, I've been in it for 40 years. And basically, I used to have a contract with Checker Flag, Drivers World. And he was like, man, you the orange guys. You know what I mean? Bro, you know how many people will call our phone and be like, are y'all the orange people? Like, it's important to have a brand. You know what I mean? So I asked the question, what advice would I give? Would you give a new business owner, right? So I think from my perspective, the number one thing is, what is your vision? You know what I mean? Like, I'm very vision and purpose driven, right? I put something in Chat GPT and I was like, tell me give me your opinion of how I see the world through my lens, okay? And it shared something, a perspective with me, and I'm gonna get back to that. It told me that I view everything through the lens of what lesson is that what is the purpose in this? Why is this happening? Not from a like, oh man, why this happened to me? But okay, this happened, but it happened for a reason. And it don't allow me to live, right? Because everything that go on, I don't give myself a moment to be like, bro, it's just go on vacation, dog. Like you got a new car, it ain't a lesson. It won't meant for that dealership and whatever. Like it, you got a new car, enjoy your new car. You know what I mean? So I'm very purpose driven, right? And it's a gift and a curse. I'll talk about that in some other time. But I think everything that's your gift is also your curse. I'm gonna impact that a little bit. If people is your gift, if you love people, you love helping people, they're also your curse, right? Because if you don't have boundaries and balance, they'll burn you out and they'll cause you, right? So gift and curse is big. So as a business owner, I am very purpose driven, right? I believe that you should have a purpose in what you're doing. Like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like, why? Not just to make no money. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Remember, I told you it was more about legacy. I want to be different and build something that I can say that I owned and that I put together. You understand what I'm saying? And I want to leave something for my children. I want to leave a legacy. And I knew you can't really build someone else's thing unless it's a great opportunity. I'm not saying you can't, but I just want to kind of build. I've been like that all my life. I was my own person. So you need to have a purpose. You need to have vision, what you want, why you want it, and how you want it. You need to know your numbers. That is the number one. When I tell you knowing your numbers is the most important part of owning a business, like understanding like how much money you making, how much money going out, how much money you gonna pay in taxes, how you can save money paying in taxes. Like I can go in about that stuff, you know what I mean? And do you really want it? Like you have to ask yourself, because you can't walk in fear. You can't walk in trauma and like think and like in this. If you ain't motivated, like you motivated, like you're a hard worker, you're a go getter. That comes from somewhere, right? Most people ain't hard. Do you agree that most people aren't hard workers?
I agree.
Right? You agree with that, right? Dave, do you agree that most people aren't hard workers?
Yeah, I agree.
But most people that work hard, you can Google this. Most people that's successful and that go hard and work hard and that's like go-getters, that energy was birthed from trauma. It was birthed from a place of somebody telling you, you ain't good enough, you can't do it, you ain't better than your brother, you won't never be. You understand what I'm saying? And then you take that and turn it into motivation. So sometimes we hard workers. So even if you're a hard worker, right? And you're a grinder, if it's built through trauma, you can work, and work your tail off. But if you don't have a purpose in what you're doing and you don't have a vision, you literally in a car, you started in Virginia, you going to California, right? And you just driving straight, right? But at some point, it's going to get to a fork in the road. You got to go left or right. And if you don't have a vision, which is addressed in your navigation system that is guiding you to where you're going to run in circles, and it's going to take you 10 years to get to California versus the 3 days it should if you had vision. That makes sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dang.
Absolutely.
Got us quiet on that one.
I mean, but it's real though, right?
Yeah.
I think these are questions that you gotta sit and ask yourself. Like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Like, what am I here for? Why are you still? And this ain't nothing I want you to talk about right now. Why are you still working a job and running a business? And it's been 10 years, right? You gotta ask yourself, what am I missing? Because 10 years, I could tell you're a hard worker. I could tell you're a go-getter, right? And just by some of the stuff that Dave shared with me, the fact that you even knew who I was and what I was doing meant that you was conscious of, I want to be successful, right? I see this guy over here being successful. It was respect when you saw me, like, bro, I respect you. Not like, oh man, like it was like, bro, you doing something, you did your thing, like I seen you, I'm paying attention, like I'm chasing that. That's where I'm going. You know what I mean? So there is something that, and we can talk about that and really unpack. I don't think this is the place to like we can't got the time tonight to really unpack every little thing.
Right.
They're gonna want an episode 2 anyway.
Oh, we got to do number 2.
Yeah,
They're gonna want it. They're gonna want another.
I mean, I'm with it. I'm with it. So we can literally, like, if you comfortable, we can have that conversation because I've been down the same road you've been down. I've been down the same road Dave been down. I remember Dave calling my phone.
He made me quit.
You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, why are you working? What are you doing?
Right.
Oh man, I'm waiting on, and then I gotta, and the clouds is gray, and then I'm like, bro, I don't care. Like, so I got another homeboy. His name Herm. I'm telling you, Herm, like, he was the man back in the days. He was getting money back in the days. He came home. He had this, and he started a detailing business, same thing. And he used to call me every day. He was talking to me. I'm like, bro, and we talking about how to build, how to grow. But this dude took off, and he was still working. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Why you work? I know, man, I'm waiting. I said, you waiting on what? And one day he called me and was like, bro, I'm done. I'm done. So, and my ex-wife used to always say, you better stop talking to Terrence because he going to make you quit your job.
Job security.
Bro, job what?
I think people think about job security, but they can let you go just as quick.
Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
They can walk in there today, Trump say, y'all got to go, and you gone, because, you know what I mean? The good news is you in a better position than most of your coworkers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Really, you in the best position of your life, honestly. You know what I mean? The question is, do you really want to detail? And do you really want to build a detailing business that'll take you out of work? Or does the shipyard mean more to you than your business? And that's a question I want you to think about that, and we'll unpack that. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you in both. You know what I mean? And you really could make a decision to do one or the other. You can even say, Terrence, I don't really want to have a full-fledged business. You know what I mean? So then you can go do 2 cars a day and make you $400 after you get off of work.
But let me try to find a way to put this. So, even if a person wanted to do that, how would they would have to scale and get employees, because you got to think about later on.
Why?
I'm thinking about later on when you get older, retirement.
I mean, you got dudes working at 70 years old, man. I play basketball with guys in their 60s and 70s that still work every day.
But when it's just you doing it, you gotta go out there every day.
Well, if you all right,
you gotta really build it.
Purpose and vision, right?
Yeah.
I work at the shipyard. I'm making good money doing the shipyard, but I am trying to buy a house. I'm trying to, I'm gonna open this detailing business, right? And I'm gonna work it on the side, and I'm gonna use that money to birth something else. To buy me a rental property, to buy me this. So that's how you work yourself out of a job. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so purpose and vision, again, don't just start something because, you know what I mean? Oh man, I want to have my own business. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you here? So now you're not stuck in the rat race for 40 years, right? You also got guys like yourself and Jeff and all the big boys, Kenya, they doing big business where you can go have conversations as a detailer and say, yo, like, how do I go from $100 car to a $200 car? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's no point in I'm not washing a car for $100. You hear me? I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not no client. You feel me? If I was detailing and I had the opportunity, and if I was you, I would be $200 or $300 a car. You know what I mean? And I only do that because if you go do $300 cars, right, and you spend 6 hours or 7 hours versus you do 1 car a day at $200, and you home by 6 o'clock.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, so don't be under pressure to go be this business owner. And what I'm doing is what I want to do. You know what I mean? I own multiple companies, and we was like super successful in businesses. We did the numbers and making all this money, and I got stuff. But that's what I wanted. I wanted my freedom. I wanted to chill.
Right.
I built businesses. I was making money. I had people working for me. What was bigger for me is I was able to inspire people. And that's what I would do for free. I would literally do this all day.
The highest act.
For free. So let's say the two guys that work for me right now with my new company. They're young. One guy he trying to get his license. I talked to him. I helped him, bro. What you need to do? And now he went and got a loan. He about to get his license. I said, if you get your license, I'm gonna help you get a car. I can do that all, man. That's what I'm here for. So as I was building businesses, it's really to empower people and teach people and help people grow and be better. If I'm in a relationship, if I'm talking to somebody, I want you to be great. I want you to be better. That's my purpose in what I'm doing. Forget the money and the fame. I don't care. I ain't loud. You know that. Did you see my face? You heard my name?
Yeah.
But if you ain't know who I was, the reason I sold my company $190,000 is because I built the business that was a reliable. You see, it was reliable detailing. You didn't know terms. It's just not.
Fact. That's
if you
fact.
ego driven and you building a business, it's the wrong way to build. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I go back to purpose. Like, what is your purpose? Like, why are you here? You need to sit down. You need to sit down and unpack. Why am I here? What am I doing? Like, what is this for? Right. Because you getting up and just going to work and just working to pay bills. Now, if you working at the shipyard and you detailing and you still can't keep up with your bills, what are you doing with your money? You understand what I'm saying? Do you go, I got that, new Cadillac came out. I got to get the new Cadillac. You know what I mean? Because my granddad had the Cadillac. That's what you feel me, dog? I drive a 2010 Lexus, bro. It's paid for. I own like 17 cars. They're all paid for. You feel me? Like, I ain't trying to stunt. I like my little Lexus. I pull up, it's black on black. I'm cute. You know what I mean? You feel me, bro? I ain't trying to impress you or nobody else.
Right.
Check my bank statement.
Exactly.
You feel me, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing that is pushing you forward, and what are you doing that is holding you back? I'm telling you, bro, when you answer those questions for yourself, that's not just in business, that's in life. What relationship are you in that's holding you back? Whether girlfriend, wife, best friend, because the dudes around you that you surround yourself with, and that's this is my homeboy from back in the days, and he's still borrowing $20 to the mall. Bro, go to sleep. I ain't got it. Go to sleep. When you wake up tomorrow, you're going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
Yep.
Don't even, if you call me, my mans need to call me and ask me to borrow $1,000. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and not that it's a lot of money or not enough money. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to have bigger problems than a $20 problem. Because if you have a $20 problem, I ain't no knock against you, but we just ain't on the same wavelength. So what relationships, what are you doing in your life that's holding you back?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't know the answers to those questions, maybe you need to seek some counseling and get some help.
This is the counseling right here, Cupfull. Right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Cupfull.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Where we at there? You talk to me.
You said I'm all for, man.
Terry set the bar out on the
Dang.
on the first episode.
I'm just saying, bro. It's real talk though.
Absolutely.
Are we talking? You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
I gotta give it to him because I got the right people around me. Like him, I think him and Joe were like the first people that invited me in their shop, showed me the whole game.
Yeah.
That showed me the whole game, but Terrence was showing me numbers. Like he was like, man, come look at my QuickBooks. Like, I don't know what no QuickBooks is. I'm taking straight cash.
Don't know. I think I made $100 yesterday.
Yeah.
Nah. Look at this.
Show me the numbers for the year.
Yes, sir.
I said, bro, what I'm doing wrong?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
$360,000 a year detailing cars, bro. And I wasn't doing nothing. I was on my motorcycle in Newport News.
I mean, that when you showed me the house too, I was like, damn, I'm motivated.
It's living, bro. Like I bought my house. That was a major goal for me too, to be able to build my business. This was like early on. I used to lay in the bed and dream about being an owner and like having people working for me and having this shop and like meetings and all of that. That was a dream. And I literally watched it come to fruition. You understand what I'm saying? Like I watch my dreams, because really an idea starts with a dream. It's just a dream. It's just, every vision is literally an idea. Okay. And so the Tesla was an idea, a car, a plane. And so let me show you something how if you keep your idea enclosed, that how it won't grow. The original person that created a car, right? As they allow, as people took that gift, they allowed people to take that gift and develop more, because I might not have created the car, but I was like, man, you got the car, but we need to do the audio like this. You understand what I'm saying? And then, so now we add audio because your vision, you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you building something and it's about you, Miles Monroe said this. He said he died. He said this and then he died. Miles Monroe said, if you die and you don't have a successor, you're a failure. Okay? If you build this business and you die today and your vision dies with you, you failed. So here's my point. Bro, if you cocky and it's all about you and you want to be the man, you ain't a real business owner.
Nah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You actually a bad Jane. I can't say the word I really want to say.
Especially if you don't want to network. You gotta get around.
Because it's about
people,
you.
Man. You gotta get around other people.
You're selfish. Bro, look at what has developed from planes and cars. Bro, it was an idea. A light bulb turned into, you understand what I'm saying? A phone. We got all this stuff from people ideas and we just expanded and built and built and built. So the goal is you should be building with the building in mind. I'm talking about if you gotta be there and you gotta do it, you're not successful. If you have to be there and you have to do it for the job to get done right. I got a friend of mine, she's a cook. Amazing cook. And she'll know I'm talking about her. I love you too. So, great cook. She said, I don't want nobody else cooking my food. I don't want nobody else have my recipes, whatever. It's only me. So I told her, I said, hey, you will not grow your business like that. You'll be stuck being your own chef for the rest of your life unless you share your recipe. Right? Mm-hmm. And she cool with that. Bro, that's what she want. Yeah. I ain't mad at her. I had to share. Bro, but that's what I want. She got another vision. She want to do something else. She ain't with nobody sharing the recipe. If it was me, bro, I'm going to write them out clear and we hiring people. You feel me? Because I know the food good. You just got to do it the way I do it. And I'm going to manage the process.
This house, that house, that house.
What? We're going to have a restaurant all over town. How do Ruby Tuesdays get here? Bro, if you really want to build, last thing. As I was building, I knew I wanted my company to have identity, right? We just was talking about that.
Right.
And when you go on McDonald's, a number one is a what?
That's a Big Mac.
Big Mac.
How do we know that?
Automatic system.
It's a system. It's in place. If you go to New Jersey, what's the number one?
I don't know.
A Big Mac, bro. It's a brand. You understand what I'm saying? The Golden Arch. When you hear that, we talking about what?
McDonald's.
Right, bro. Have it your way.
Franchise got a system in place.
Burger King.
You understand, bro? That's a brand. So as I see, I'm like, oh, everybody got on the same color shirts. All McDonald's are like this. Like I paid attention to corporate companies and I built my brand, bro. When we was a little nobody, we was wearing orange shirts. With a Wrangler van, with no letters, all of that. You know what I mean? It took years anyway. Bro, purpose and vision, man. Like, I'm done.
Hey, when you first started, you had a trailer hooked to the Cutlass.
No, that one when I first started.
Oh, okay.
I that was after van number 8, you know what I mean, or whatever. Because I went through vans and I painted a van on, and then my van broke down and I ain't had no money. I had an old school though, because I was stunting. I put a trailer hitch on. It had a trailer hitch on it. I had to improvise. We was out there getting money.
Spokes on it.
What? I had everything in the trunk. I popped that trunk, and people be like, "You detailing this?" I said, "Look, go on in the building. When you come back,
you gonna look good."
What? That's what I do. I had the tank hooked up, and I had the generator on the trailer, and the pressure washer was in the trunk of the car. So I had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, but look, don't worry about what we got going on. Yeah. I remember early on, we was at Indian River middle school, whatever. I think it was the middle school, Indian River Middle School, and I got like 4 or 5 dudes working with me, man. We doing all the teacher cars I got. we got like 28 cars to do, right? Literally, $20 a car. I ain't making no money. But it ain't nobody making no money. We out there working for free. My generator goes out. I don't even got the money to get another generator.
Right.
Generator. We taking cars. This how dangerous we running cars from Indian River Middle School across the street, Military Highway, to the gas station, vacuuming the cars. Then the pressure washer go out after the generator went out. Now we driving across the street to Priority, going and they drive in, drive through to wash the car. Driving across the street to vacuum. Bro, just...
You went through.
But it was $20 a car. So I'm thinking...
You can't even do that now with the price of chemicals.
Well. This was my theory, right? I didn't know my numbers, so I said, if I wash the more cars I can wash for $20, the more money I made.
Yeah.
So I had 4 vans, I had 13 employees. I was broker than I ever been in my life. I was more stressed out than I ever been in my life, but I looked good. You hear me? Y'all was like, boy, you doing it. You know what I mean? And I was...
Yeah, the mascot.
You know, bro, you hear me? Hey, bro, I was... So, you know what I mean? When I dialed it back, I got rid of all them employees. I sold 2 vans. I put that money in my savings account, and I said, I will not wash another $40 car. I would rather be at the house watching... cool in the game than be detailed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's my point. Like, you have to look at your model. You know what I mean? If you have a model and if the goal is for you to have your time back, how do you get your time back? And that's a question you got to answer for yourself. Because there's no reason you shouldn't be working on the weekends. I don't work on the weekends. I party on the weekends. I do what I want to do on the weekends. Every Saturday and Sunday. Again, I ain't got the new Escalade either. I want it. Don't get me wrong.
I think we all do.
But I don't want that $1,500 car note. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to work on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't with it.
Since I ain't touched a car in 2 years, I think most people that hit me up, they be like, man, it's hard to find quality work.
Okay.
And they were like, if you come out of retirement, I'm willing to pay this. I'm like,
whatever. They willing to pay whatever. 300.
Yeah.
And I'll come today.
they understand. They try to shop around like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look like, God.
But they can shop around. They going to find Joe Smo over there on Mercury.
Yeah.
But he going to come. They going to steal the change out the cup holder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like you mentioned something to me, and I'm gonna say this on camera for you. You said I don't really want no new clients, right? In my opinion, this is just my opinion. Your new clients is where your bread and butter at, cause I'm gonna tell them 400, right? And when they agree to it, I'm gonna tell my other client like I'm going up. So now the new client 400, my old client was 200. Now, hey, I got to go up. It's a new year. We at least 250. You know what I mean? So I have a rule of thumb when I got bad employees, I add a new employee and I replace my worst employee, right? So your most troublesome client that paid the less money or whatever, you get a new person and replace them. So if he a $200 guy and you add a $300 guy, you get rid of him.
Gotcha.
Unless he come up to 300.
Right.
If not, happy birthday.
Disposable.
You know what I'm saying? So if you add 300s, that's 900.
Right.
You can get rid of 4 200s. Now you got 4 less cars to do. And you making more money. And you got more time.
Man.
That's something you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Hey, something else I noticed, like when I was going to do no cars in them high end areas, like nice houses. Some people, they don't look at cheap prices. Like if your price is too low, they won't even call you. Like,
Absolutely.
they look at, hey, what's hiring up? You got is different tiers.
Absolutely.
I ain't know that till one lady told me. She was like, you need to go up on your prices. I was already done with the car. She was like, nah, you need to go up. I'm gonna give you more.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some of his, I ain't mean to cut you off.
go ahead.
He done sent me some of his clients. I said, boy, I appreciate you. They so easy going, daggone. They told me the same thing. They're like, this is how much you charge? I'm like, that's it? I'm looking like,
That's it.
yeah, that's it. I'm looking like, well, damn.
Are you booked and busy?
Yes.
Did you go up on your prices yet?
It's been about a year.
So say no.
No.
Why you ain't went up on your prices?
To be completely honest with you,
I'm listening.
the people are already complaining about the prices now. All right, so
Okay, I'm listening.
so let me tell you
This is
this.
good.
My base price for a sedan, just a regular four-door little vehicle, let's say a Tesla Model 3. I tell you what that detail all entails is wash, so spray wax lasts about 2.5, 3 weeks. I clean the rims, behind the rims. I do the wheel wells, tire shine, the air vents, the center console, dashboard, steering column. I'm steam cleaning this stuff. Steam clean the seats, do a deep vacuum and windows. 140. He laughed at me.
Hold on, do what? Hold on.
Hold on, dog.
Dude laughed at me.
He, bro,
I want it. You said the steam clean too?
hold on.
Yeah, it's the air vents and the dashboard.
Steam clean.
I want it plus steam clean.
The seats, carpets. He wiped the panels and everything. Windows, spray wax. Give you a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Rims, tires, door jams. 140.
That's the base price.
I would take away the steam cleaner. I wouldn't.
I mean, you doing a full detail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's based. Yeah.
Perspective. We wash rims, tires, door jams, spray wax, full interior shampoo, carpets, floor mats, seats, panels, door jams, dash, center console. I feel like I'm selling right now. Full headliner, windows inside and out, tire shine. We clean the trunk as customer requests. And cars started at, I think it was like $245. Right? I got some information for you, but because I ain't gonna say that on air. I got some info for you. Here's my point. What you're doing, my steam cleaning was another $75.
An add-on.
Yes, on top of the $245. Yeah. So I had one van. And I promise you, Dave know I'm not lying about this. I had one van and one shop. Okay? At one point I had 4 trucks and a shop and I was broke. One van and one shop. My van was doing 3 cars a day at $300 a car. And my mobile prices was more because I'm mobile.
Right.
And I'm coming to you.
Right.
So my mobile price is gonna be more. So 140 you shouldn't even be in $100. And if the people that's complaining about the $100 prices, they're just not your customer.
Yep.
You need to send them back to McDonald's and you need to go look for your Chick-fil-A clients.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You replace your one McDonald's client with a new. You just told me you ain't taking on no new clients. That's a mistake. I'm doing nothing but new clients, right? You shouldn't be charging less than $225. I'm talking about minimum. So I'm a numbers guy. So let's talk some numbers real quick. And I'm gonna do this on air, bro, and then we gotta end because we an hour in. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, we are. All
right, so 140. How many cars a week you doing?
From Monday to Sunday.
And you working 7 days a week?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna fix this. Talk to me. About roughly how many cars you doing a week?
2 cars per day after work, so
that's
10. That's 10 by Friday.
Okay.
I try to do about 4 to 5 on Saturday, and about 3 on Sunday.
Okay, so that's 17. So that's 17 cars.
17 cars.
So about 140 is your base price.
That's the standard, the lowest price, yeah.
So if you are charging $140 a car and you doing 17 cars, that's $23.80. Okay, that's 17 cars. If you charge $225 as your lowest and did 10 cars, it'd be $22.50. You did 7 less cars and made $100 less. What makes more sense?
The second option for sure. I
You
get
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should only be doing 5. So this the other question. If you making that kind of money, right? And I'm just like, that's 225, 2250 a week. It's 52 weeks in a year. Let's just go 46 weeks. That's $103,000 a year. If you only did that 46 weeks out of the year, you know what I mean? Why are you still working 2 jobs? When you can, if you doing $103,000 a year, if you doing $80,000 a year, because let's do 140 times, let's just go to number 15. That's 2,100 times 48 weeks equals, that's $100,000. So divided by 12, that's $8,400 a month. Where's your money at? That's the other question. The real question is, are you really making that money? And if you are, where's that money at? If you making $8,400 a month washing cars, and your job, you got to be making a couple $1,000. What are you doing with $11,000-$12,000? You see what I mean? Like, the goal is you should be doing like with detailing, bro. Don't nobody want to do it. You know that.
Right.
How many people have you been able to hire to do your job? They don't want to do it. So when you want to do it, if you really don't want to do it, you need to be charging $300 a car. My van wouldn't start up for $250. I might buy Dave van. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I buy his van, it's $400 a car, and we're gonna do 2 a day. I'm gonna pay my guys good money, and they're gonna go home, and we're gonna be chilling. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like the numbers, because you don't need a lot. You don't need 20 cars a week. You can do 10 cars a week. You can literally do 5 cars a week and make your money, man.
So you just basically solved my problem. It's always me undercutting myself with just the numbers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Because you looking out for everybody else, family.
Yeah.
You think about the customer.
Yeah.
You looking out for their family.
They gonna complain regardless, bro.
Complain the day you complain. You be like, you know what? I understand, but I probably won't be able to do your car no more. Or just don't put them in the schedule. When they call, be like, oh, I ain't got time. But after 3 times, and then when they call you back, now you like, all right, I had to raise my prices because da 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 da. You know what I mean? And then you like, so I know it was 140, it's now 200 because I just can't afford and gas, and my mama died, and the dog sick.
Single mother.
And we had to bury the cat. And they're like, oh, that's too much. Then they leave you alone. And then a new client that's been calling your phone trying to get on your schedule. Nah, we ain't booking no new clients right now. What? Yes, man. We do the full detail. What you looking for? Yeah, we normally charge $350. I got a special going on. It's $325 this week. You know what I mean?
Tell them the new prices.
Come on, dog. Come on. You shouldn't even. I don't even do repeat stuff. When I had reliable detailing, we would see my client once or twice a year. Literally, but you got to be on top of marketing and advertising.
Right.
You got to you know what I mean? But you don't need no huge. If you can do $300 a day with 1 car, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. You glad to get off work, bro. I'm going to go get this money real quick. You home at 6.
Less work.
Come on, man. You working way too hard because you looking out for it. If you're charging $140, you really profiting $100. Is it worth cleaning the car for $100?
Probably
all that work you're doing?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a car wash. Am I right, Dave? Yeah. That's a glorified car wash. If I'm doing your car for $140, we was charging $175. It was a glorified car wash. No shampooing, wash, spray wax, rims, tires, door jams, whatever. Glorified. 30 minutes. Happy birthday.
Now they looking for good work too.
Yes, sir. And I had such a good process in place. We was cleaning cars so fast at the shop. We had to leave cars in the back. If the customer was waiting, we would leave the car back there and get started on the next one because we did it in 45 minutes. That's how efficient my system was. You know what I mean? And it was a 2-man team. And I had to stop them. I'm like, do not pull. Because we'll pull the car around and the customer be like, y'all done already. And then they look through the car and trying to find something. They like,
damn.
But they felt like the value on there because you just paid $300 and it was an hour.
You paying me off my experience. Not off the time.
That's it. But you can't tell them that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you charging them $300, you ain't got nowhere to be anyway. You on the phone, you on YouTube a little bit.
The crazy part about it, they ain't even gonna ask you, did you use a steam cleaner? They just want to.
Right.
You gotta have the
They
add-ons.
just want it
Oh, I
done.
do the spray wax, or we can do a paste wax, or whatever or ceramic spray. All this new stupid you can do.
All the stuff, the little add-on they got, the name they putting ceramic on everything. You got ceramic everything.
Ceramic tire shine. Oh, we can do the regular leather, or we got ceramic leather treatment.
Right.
It's another $25.
Right.
Come on, man. You feel me? Hey, I'm done. I can do this all night, my brother.
That's it. Y'all want do y'all social? Well, you ain't got no Instagram or nothing like that.
Instagram is Tev_the detailer. I ain't gonna get y'all my Facebook. I gotta clean that up a little bit more. I don't be up there as much, but
Well, they know your first and last name, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know my first and last name. If you willing to gonna go up there, then it's Tevin battle.
Judgment-free zone. It don't matter what nobody think.
Yeah.
If you really here to learn and you want to grow, we appreciate y'all listening to us. We do have some knowledge in the game. We are gonna build a little bit. We had some interesting questions. So our next episode, we're gonna do some more building, and we're gonna kind of see where you at, from a business standpoint.
Especially with all the questions, I got a lot to think about.
Correct.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, man.
Episode 2 on the way. No, shout out to Gritty Garments also.
For sure.
For them providing the shirts and sponsoring.
Yeah. And shout out the studio, man, the podcast
Oh
studio.
yeah, Lonesome Media.
We here. How we find you, man?
Dang, you just put me on the spot. I ain't got no website.
Come on, we promote
Instagram, Lonesome Media 757 on
Spell that for
Instagram.
'em.
Yeah, I'm just on Instagram right now. Lonesome Media 757.
How you spell it?
LONESOME Media.
Lonesome Media.
Yeah, Lonesome Media.
Y'all check us out.
Yeah.
Dave with the podcast studio, building residual income. And to the next episode, we love you.
All right.